Hello everyone, this video is for EPPE1023 set 3 group 3, the tutorial 2. The topic is goods market and the ice curve analysis.
First part is my part. My name is Xie and my metric number is 8206897. Okay, let's start now. Let's look at the question one. Describe how the IS curve is derived for. Before we start this, we must to know IS curve is about the investment saving curve. I represents the investment, and S represents the saving. So to derive the IS curve, follow these key steps. First one is equilibrium condition in goods market. The market is in equilibrium when this formula we must remember Y represents national income or aggregate output. It means income equal aggregate demand equal consumption plus investment and government expenditure. Okay, second one, we can say that incorporate behavioral functions. This is about the consumption functions. And this is about the investment functions. In these both two functions, the investment, let's look at this one. Investment is negatively relationship to interest rate R, and also consumption is negatively related to interest rate. So it means that when you have a very high consumption and definitely interest rate is very lower, vice versa, right? And the second is about investment is negative. It means that interest is more higher and we will reduce our investment, vice versa. Number three about derive the relationship between our national income and interest rate. Substitute C and I. It means that substitute consumption and investment into income. This simplifies this is the equation. As this equation shows the investment and saving curve. Investment and saving curve a downward sloping line reflecting a negative relationship between the interest rate and income when the goods market is in equilibrium. Okay, so in short, the investment and saving curve traces on combinations of interest rate and our income where the goods market balances. We look at I must equal S or Y income, national income must equal to aggregate demand so that we can have a good market balances and can maximum our profit. Okay, let's look at the next page. Okay, this page is about I illustrate the investment and saving curve be drawn to show relationship between these uh, two words. First, I mean, I'm for term, right? First one, we look at the quadrant. Number one, we can say this slope is downward slope, right? Definitely. For this is upward and but for vertical axis is downward slope. It means that when interest rate upward and it means that the investment upward and means that interest rate downward, vice versa. We can look at this picture when it arrive 10 and it's also 10. But when it arrives 6, definitely, I mean, the interest rate become 8 and our income will reduce from this point to this point, right? Okay, so let's look at the quadrant 2. Quadrant 2 is about we can look at first look at the vertical axis, right? This S represents our saving, right? Sorry, I forgot to write it in this place. Saving and the income relationship between these two relationships. And this is the equilibrium point between these two terms, right? Okay, so it means that the product arrived at equilibrium can maximum our profit and our welfare, total welfare, social welfare, right? Whatever for our consumer as the investment as firm or something. Okay, we look at quadrant 3. Quadrant 3 is about the relationship between income and our saving. First, we can look at this picture. This is negative 2 and when vertical line arrive negative to and horizontal axis is definitely zero, right? But we look at this point when it's horizontal axis arrive 9 and our vertical axis arrived 1. It means that from negative to 1 it increase our saving. Also definitely our income will increase. It means that first we must increase our income so that we can increase our saving. Okay, next, the final has some problem because no effort. I explain it. First, we look at this picture. This picture is 12 for our vertical axis, and for our this represents the interest rate and relationship between income and interest rate. So when our interest rate become 12 and our income become 0, right? So exactly it means that 12 and 80, right? So we look at this one. When it interest rate rise to 18, right? Our the income reduce. You can see this relationship from 80 to 60, right? Okay. So this is about quadrant 4. So I summarize it. First, everything depends on our interest rate. If our interest rate become upward, so it means that our income will reduce, and it means that our aggregate demand definitely will reduce. I mean the downward. Because the interest rate too high and no one want to investment, no one want to buy do anything. So definitely our income will be reduced. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mizayu and my metric number is 8206813. About the question 2 or part A, first, find the disposable income YD equal Y minus T. Substitute the T equal 20 plus 0.1Y, so we can get the YD equal 0.9Y minus 20. The second step is plug the YD into the consumption function. C equal 215 plus 0.17 YD. We can get the save equal 236 plus 0.16 Y 3Y. The third step is use the equation condition y equals c plus I plus g. Substitute c, so the I equal 215 minus 200R and the g equal 215. So we can get this y is equal 236 plus 0.163y plus 215 and minus 200R and plus 215. The fourth step is simplify the equation. Y minus 0.631 equal 736 minus 200R. Then the 0.137y equal 736 minus 200R. And finally, we can get the y is about the 1989.19 minus 514.45 r. This is the I-squared equation. About the part B, we will calculate the slope of the I-squared. The I-squared is in the form y equal a minus br. The slope is minus b. From the part A, we can get the b is equal 514.45. So the slope is a minor 514.54.
In part C, we use the IS equation. Y equals 610 minus 200 times the interest rate divided by 0.37. At 10% interest, output is about 4,297. At 10%, output falls to about 4,243. This shows that as the interest rate rises, output decreases. In part D, government spending increases by 100. The multiplier is about 2.7. so output increases by about 270. We update the IS equation by adding 100 to the numerator. The new IS equation becomes y new equations the numerator 1710 minus 200 r all over 0.37. This shows that higher government spending raises equilibrium output at any interest rate.
Hello everyone, my name is Yang Lujia and my lecture number is 8206809. Today I'm going to talk about question 3, number A to number D. The first question, we need to derive the IS curve equation. We can substitute C, I, and G into y equals to C at I at G. And we simplify it, can get y equals to 1731.25 minus 750r. And we're going to part B. We need to find the slope of the IS curve, that is negative 750. And part C, we need to find the equilibrium national income. We can substitute R into the IS curve, which is y equals to 1731.25 minus 715r. When r equals to 0.1, y is 1656.25, and when r equals to 0.2, y is 1581.25. We go to question D. D, we need to draw the IS curve. The IS curve is a downward sloping line with points y are the first point is of 1581.25 0.2, and the second point is 1656.25 0.1. Thank you.
I'm Wang Ruomiao. This is the question 3, the part EFG. So the part E, the government speed multiply is 4. Increase in government speeding is delta G equal to 100. Delta F equal multiplied by delta G equal 400. So delta Y equal 2131.25, structure 750. For the part F, the orange line is y equal 1731.25, structure 750. The blue line is y equal to 2131.25, structure 750. For the part G, so the part F as shown to the finger. So the part G, IS cover is y equal to alpha structure beta. With government speeding increase is raised the interpret, meaning output increase at all interesting rates, but the slope remains unchanged. So IS cover shift rightward. So it's remained parallel to the original one. That's all.
And that's all. Thanks for your watching.